Franco Colapinto has made an unforgettable debut in Formula One at the Italian Grand Prix. At just 21 years old, the Argentine driver has been announced as a full-time Williams Formula One driver, replacing the outgoing Logan Sargeant as Alex Albon's teammate. And he's off to the perfect start. Colapinto's promotion to Formula One came very suddenly, after there were rumours that Logan Sargeant was about to be replaced mid-season after his crash at the Dutch Grand Prix. Sargeant's underperformance and a series of major crashes, including the one in Japan and the recent one in the Netherlands, left Williams with very few options. But luckily, they had Colapinto in their pocket. But Colapinto's promotion wasn't just a reaction to Logan Sargeant's underperformance. He earned this opportunity. He did join the Williams Driver Academy in early 2023, and Colapinto had already become a multi-race winner in junior categories. He was competing in his second season of Formula 2, and he'd already secured a win and 2 second-place finishes in 2024. But it was now time for his outstanding Formula 1 debut to begin. This is the sensational debut of Franco Colapinto. So before we discuss the events that did occur, here's a quick catch up on who Colapinto is and what he might have been trying to achieve in his first race at Monza. So like many Formula 1 drivers, Colapinto began his journey in karting, which I seem to bring up in every single video, where he quickly made a name for himself by winning multiple championships in Argentina. And his success led him to an unusual opportunity in 2018. He visited the Youth Summer Olympics, where he managed to get a gold medal in karting. Yes, a medal in karting. Pretty odd. But either way, this victory didn't only earn him that medal, it also caught the attention of many talent scouts worldwide. In 2019, the now Youth Olympic gold medalist transitioned to the Spanish Formula 4 Championship, where he exceeded all expectations. He had 11 wins and 13 podiums that season, and he absolutely dominated everyone else in the competition. He managed to claim the championship for himself, further building his reputation as one of the brightest young talents in the sport. And by 2020, he was moving on to the highly regarded Toyota Racing Series in New Zealand, competing against some high-profile drivers like Yuki Tsunoda and Liam Lawson. But Colapinto didn't just hold his own, he outperformed them many times, securing a win at Hampton Downs and 7 podiums, including a remarkable second place at the New Zealand Grand Prix, beating out Liam Lawson for second place. He continued his strong form that year, and he ended up in the Formula Renault Euro Cup with MP Motorsport again, where he finished 3rd overall in the championship. However, despite his promising trajectory, Colapinto's career faced a significant hurdle in 2021 due to financial constraints. He was unable to secure a full-time seat in single-seaters, so he pivoted to sports car racing, competing in the European Le Mans Series. Despite the challenge of a new discipline, a different type of car, and a new team, he managed to secure a win in the opening round, and he kept his competitive edge sharp throughout the season. But Colapinto was always determined to get back to Formula racing. Colapinto managed to rejoin MP Motorsport in 2022, and he was competing in the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. The season had its challenges, including a missed round due to prior commitments and a disqualification at Monaco due to a technical infringement. But despite these setbacks, Colapinto showed resilience. He secured multiple pole positions, 2 wins, and he ended up climbing from the bottom of the standings to 6th overall by the end of the season. His performance caught the attention of the FIA Formula 3 teams. And in 2022, he managed to join Van Amersfoort Racing. Colapinto quickly adapted, securing 2 wins, and he finished 9th in the championship that year, outperforming his teammates by a significant margin. He returned to MP Motorsport again in 2023, where he continued to impress with another 2 wins and a strong 4th place in the championship, though a potential 2nd place finish was interrupted by a series of misfortunes. But 2023 is where Colapinto's Formula 1 career was finally on the horizon. He joined the Williams Formula 1 Driver Academy. The affiliation brought him closer to his ultimate goal, being a Formula 1 driver. In 2024, he made his debut as well in a Formula 1 weekend, replacing Logan Sargeant in FP1 at the British Grand Prix. This marked a significant milestone in his journey. He was now able to drive the fastest cars on the biggest stage, even if it was only 1 practice session in a Williams. And then, as mentioned earlier, for 2024, he was racing in Formula 2, having a fairly successful campaign, when Williams came calling to bring him to Formula 1. It's worth noting that Colapinto's rise through the junior ranks wasn't just about collecting wins and podiums. It was building him as a driver that has adaptability and versatility. One of his standout qualities as well is his racecraft, a blend of aggression and precision that allows him to make decisive overtakes even in challenging conditions. His ability to manage his tyres effectively has also been seen throughout his career. It gives him a great foundation to work with the tricky Pirelli tyres in Formula 1 and ultimately just perform well. But ultimately, his most undervalued trait is his composure under pressure. Compared to other junior drivers, whether it's fighting for a position against seasoned veterans in Formula 2 or making a comeback from an early mistake in a race, Colapinto consistently demonstrates a level-headed approach, and it helps him stay focused and keep moving forward. So these attributes, along with his quick learning curve, not only highlight his potential as a driver, but also explain why Williams saw him as the right fit to step into Formula 1. His ability to adapt, compete, and learn quickly are exactly what's needed at the pinnacle of motorsport, along with a bit of money. And the sponsors he's bringing in from Argentina are doing a bit of help. So this does bring us to the 2024 Italian Grand Prix, his debut. And in his first F1 qualifying session, he managed to secure P18 on the grid ahead of both the Saubers of Valtteri Bottas and Guan Yu Zhou, which, based on the car performance, is kind of exactly where we wanted him to be at a minimum. He did have a bit of a challenging session though, but he got up to speed very quickly, even though the outcome wasn't ideal. But it's his first shot at Formula 1 qualifying, and post-session, he did remain optimistic, with his main goal for the race being to further improve his tyre management and improve his racecraft overall, whilst just making the most out of his opportunity. Come the race, it was Monza, so majority of the focus was on the Ferrari duo of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, but lining up at the back of the grid was Colapinto. The lights went out and Colapinto got off to a solid start. Although Bottas initially had a better launch, Colapinto quickly recovered the position and then overtook Lance Stroll. He then nearly repeated that same move on Nico Hülkenberg, but he wouldn't have to, as a collision between Tsunoda and Hülkenberg helped him gain another position up into P15. It was genuinely an impressive start, considering the mess that was going on between the other drivers. We had Daniel Ricciardo getting a penalty and squeezing drivers, other drivers barely keeping it on the track, but Colapinto came out clean. So during this first stint, he really showcased his great awareness, and he made the most out of those opportunities that he was given. On lap 16, Colapinto pitted for new hard tyres, rejoining the race in P17 behind Daniel Ricciardo. This stop set him up for a long second stint, which would be crucial for his final position. A well-executed strategy saw Colapinto in P16 by lap 22, but he was essentially in P15, as Ricciardo ahead still had a 10-second penalty for that pit stop incident. And this was all thanks to an impressive undercut that was done by the Williams team, allowing him to gain track position over Lance Stroll, but his pace was still impressive. Around lap 33, Colapinto's racecraft continued to shine. He had a beautiful overtake on Gasly, and then he executed another clean pass on Bottas into turn 1, moving him all the way up to P13. So with clean now ahead, Colapinto was now able to show his true pace. He completed his second stint on the hard tyres, managing 36 laps and finishing P12, just 14 seconds behind his teammate Alex Albon. Considering Logan Sargeant has been further behind Albon or into a wall for the majority of this season so far, Colapinto's showing was sensational. What more could you ask for from a rookie in a backmarker car in their first Formula 1 race? I mean, Albon had a pristine race. He ended up P9, and considering the cars between them was the Haas of K-Mag, which was faster this weekend, and Fernando Alonso, I'm of the opinion that he did exactly what he needed to for this race. His debut was marked as an incredible showcase of his racecraft, his awareness, his ability to learn, and I really look forward to seeing what he can do for the remainder of the season. Considering his goal at the start was just to get more experience with tyre management, I really think it's safe to say that he has that under his belt, and his pace on that hard tyre on the second stint was genuinely rapid. So I'm really curious what your expectations are for Franco Colapinto going forward, and if you are curious about more Formula 1 content, watch my video on Sergio Perez on screen now.